Agent exposes the truth about college. Now, I'm very excited to get into this because I got some thoughts on this. Let's do it.
Yo, I feel like my vision's starting to fade. I'm not sure what it is. Last time I went to the optometrist, she told me my vision has gotten better. Now I'm one of the rare people whose vision improved over time. I'm a different breed. I'm a different breed. What can I say, man? Most people, their shit get worse. My shit, it actually gets better. All of A&P can't read. Bro, stop playing with me, gang. I was never the type of,
I'm trying to get to the topic.
I was group during whole team is dropouts. Everybody.
Here we go.
You know what I found out recently, chat? My whole team is dropouts. Everybody on my team is dropouts. Well, A&P too, but and I don't mean college dropouts. I'm talking about like high school dropouts, like failing night.
Hey, wait. I thought college dropouts. How many niggas be dropping out of high school? How many of y'all know a high school dropout? I actually know one person, and he had very extreme events happen at that time. I don't know no other high school dropouts.
9th grade 3 times dropouts. Like, and this one, and you know what, it hit me yesterday. I was talking to everybody, and it hit me like I have hired a whole bunch of fucking losers. Okay, these guys are fucking losers. They all fucking dropped out in the 10th grade and shit like that. Them niggas barely made it through high school. Okay, and then it truly hit me. It truly fucking hit me. School.
Mind you, though, they might be high school dropouts, but I know they making cheese working for agents.
Hold on now, take it with a grain of salt. School is useless, my nigga. No, for real. Like, walk with me now, okay? Because my team is tough. But they sucked in school. But in school, they make you think if you're bad in school, you're going to be a failure in life. Feel me? And you think like, damn, I did bad in chemistry class. I'm probably going to be a failure when I grow up. No, bro. No.
I'm not going to lie. I really feel like school really just conditions you to be a certain type of person in society. You know, I don't know about y'all, but the way I was grown up, whether it was from a parent or from teachers, it was always like the American dream. You go to high school, you go to college, you get a degree, you get a job, you work until you're 65, and then you retire. But like, I think when people are raised with that type of mentality, we're like always looking to work for somebody else. You feel me? Who decided? Who? I really want to know who decided that the average age for retirement was going to be 65. 65. We're going to work for 45 years. If people start working at 20, we're going to work for 45 years and then retire. And the thing is, our generation, like Gen Z, they're pushing the retirement age back. They're saying it might be 70. It might be later than that. It don't make no sense.
No.
My mom, she went to school at a late age, and it changed her life. So I'm not saying college is bad. Okay, college can be life-changing. I seen it happen with my mother. It was life-changing. Her entire life changed going to school for a nursing degree. But she will still say to this day, her husband makes more money. And he has no degree. He runs his own business.
That's not true. That's not true at all.
And they both make cheese.
Oh, that's not true at all. And I realized that because I don't have a single graduate on my team. Not one. Nigga, I dropped out. Deadass. I dropped out. And on top of that, I'm gonna keep it about with y'all. Now that everybody is just AI slopping their resumes, everybody is AI slopping their fucking exams and their papers and shit like that. The degree don't mean nothing neither, gang. This shit doesn't mean nothing neither.
Hey, he's spitting. He definitely preaching to the choir right now. I think degrees, don't get me wrong, degrees can be impactful. They can be very powerful depending on like the industry that you're trying to go in. Like if you're trying to be a nurse, a doctor, a dentist, something like that. Yeah, go get your degree. I wouldn't want nobody working on me, performing surgery on me, and they don't have any formal education. Fair, go get a degree. But like, if you want to be, I don't know, a producer, what do you need a degree for? To make beats. You feel me? That don't make sense. I work a corporate job right now. I work in corporate sales. I'm a BDR, right? I work in tech sales. So a lot of people in tech sales, they have a degree, but guess what? You don't need a degree. It's a degree or relevant experience. Go get that experience. That's like the biggest thing. And honestly, I think that experience is really how you're gonna learn the most compared to traditional learning where all you're doing is reading textbooks and taking quizzes. You feel me?
Bro, I mean, it barely meant much before, but now it's like, what are we really doing with that? Like, I got a bachelor.
And think about how many people got a bachelor's degree in some useless ass shit. Like, no disrespect to my dog. I had one of my close friends. It's been some years now. Back at AT&T, she had a degree in journalism. Yeah, she had a bachelor's degree in journalism, and we was both working at AT&T, working the same position, making the same amount of money. Now she upgraded her whole life. Shout out to her. She upgraded her whole life, but it wasn't using her degree. She went and got a certification in project management and is in a career that's completely unrelated to her degree. So the 4 years of school that she went through and the loans that she took out was really for nothing. You feel me? Like,
Now here this nigga want to go trying to debate me. Yo, Brism, I'm learning today you've had a bachelor, bro, and you've been with me for like a fucking year, my nigga. Do you realize? I didn't even know that at the time of hiring. You could have fucking dropped out of elementary school. Wouldn't have made a difference, bro. What are you talking about?
high
Rokai needs
key
school.
niggas only care
Yo,
about
bro.
like
Okay, this is the last thing.
it's true. If you're in tech, if you're in marketing, if you're in it's so many different fields that if you're in once you have the experience, all people care about. Do you have the experience? Can you prove it? Can you do the job that I need you to do? Not do you have some papers that shows me that you read textbooks and studied textbooks and took quizzes on them? Can you actually do the job? Can you show me that? Can you show that work? Do you have a portfolio?
I'm gonna say. All right. This is the last thing I'm gonna say. This is the last thing I'm gonna say. If I'm not gonna say that.
Say it. Cause you're preaching to the choir right now.
I'm gonna say it.
Yes. Yes. Come on.
If the thing you're studying is not needed as a requirement to be the thing you want to be, doctor, lawyer, some of those are needed. Do yourself a favor, save some money, drop out. Is that
What I've been saying. I've been telling people this shit. I've been telling people. I be telling my family too. Okay? If a degree is not a requirement, drop out. Go get the relevant experience. You will save so much money. You will save so much time. Like, what are we doing? We're brainwashed. We're literally brainwashed to think traditional schooling is what's needed, is what's necessary. That's not true. That's not true. I have no degree right now. And I am making more money than a lot of people that have a degree. And I'm not balling, but I'm just saying, like, you don't need a degree. How many people in the tech space, as far as coders, like software engineers, cybersecurity, like things of that nature, or in marketing, have no actual degree? They just have relevant experience. And they're making cheese. They're making bread. What are we talking about here?
simple, bro? It's that simple. The days where these universities get to just fucking.
And some people will say, like, if you're in the tech space, having a degree will give you an edge. Yeah, it might. It might give you an edge, having a degree. It might. But if you're graduating $30,000 in debt or more, which the average person graduates with more than 30K in debt, is that edge really, is it actually worth it? If it takes you 4 years, when someone who is also looking to do cybersecurity might take 3, 6 months to get the necessary certifications, they jump right into the field. Is that edge that you get with a degree actually worth it? Make that make sense.
Build bigger and bigger stadiums and then charge everybody for it. You're paying $40,000 a year for being able to go to division. This shit is over, bro. I'll be honest. If you want to go party and waste money, go for it, my nigga. But don't think you're making progress in life. You're not.
That shit is really wild. I've always thought to myself, when people go to living on campus and they're like, my school gives me this, my school gives me that, I get a free MacBook from school. That shit is not free. It's coming out of your tuition. You are paying for it, unless you just have like a full ride scholarship. But outside of those circumstances, you are paying for it. You just don't realize it. Why do you think when you sign up, right, and show interest to different colleges, they start sending you paper mail, they'll start sending you emails, they'll start calling you? Why do you think that is? You think that's because they care so much? They're just like, wow, I met Tony, and I really want Tony to go to this school because I think they'll just get so much value from here on. No, they're looking at us like yo, this is a business. They make money off of this. Literally. When you go and you show interest to a school, you are now a lead. Because they make money off of getting you to sign up and enroll and go to that school. Why do you think when you go to transfer schools, most people that go to transfer schools, like transfer from one state to another, they have to retake classes because a lot of schools will not honor the credits that you've already completed. Why do you think they do that? Why do you think they do that? They do that because now they can charge you even more to go and learn the same information that you've already learned. It's a business. We are in America, people.
Promise you're not making progress in life. Oh, that time has passed, bro. That time has passed. Honestly, when I was in university, that time was about passing. Nowadays, say goodbye, bro. Say goodbye. Get yourself a trade, or if your job need the shit, that's it, bro. But I just realized how useless the shit was yesterday. I just wanted to share that with you. If you're in school for business, drop out. If you're in
going to school for business is so brainless. It's so brainless. You know how many people in my field, in tech sales, have a bachelor's degree in business administration, whatever it's called? We make the same amount of money. I have no degree. The only thing I had was relevant experience. That was it. I also did do extra work to kind of stand out, yeah, but I didn't need the degree. I didn't graduate. I don't have $60,000 in school debt for me to go and work the same job.
School for any.
And then the people who have all the useless degrees. No offense to my friend, journalism, fucking economics, gender studies. Why the fuck do you want a degree in gender studies? That's like one of those degrees where like you don't actually know what you want to do. You're getting a degree just for the sake of getting a degree. And that is the biggest waste of time and money. I don't understand that. You can't do shit with that. You can go be a teacher and make $40K a year. Congrats. Let me know how well that works for you. There are people working fast food right now making more than $40K a year. I'm not shitting on teachers. Okay? The value that you bring to the world is massive. We need great teachers. But I'm just putting it into perspective. That's all.
Anything art related at all, anything creative in any way whatsoever. Film, drawing shit, some sort of cinema, photography, drop out. If you're in school for some sort of writing, drop out. If you're in school for some sort of drama, drop out. If you're in school for anything in the humanities, most of the time, drop out. If you're in school for something like finance, business related, maybe stay in, but depending on what you want to be, drop out. It's like, it really, most things I would say, if you ask me, gang, drop out, bro. Drop out. Drop out. Drop out. Do yourself a favor. Save the money, bro. Take that same money you would have spent at university and then spend that fucking $80,000 on
Mm.
trying to develop some skills so you can crush it in this world, bro. And you will be a
High key.
fucking millionaire. All right? You will be
High
a fucking
key.
millionaire. You don't believe me? Go.
You will literally spend less time and less money when you like rid yourself of like this brainwash that just grew up we just grew up on. You'll save time, you'll save money. What is the real point? If you're getting a degree in gender studies, what is the point? Just to say you have a degree? What value does that actually hold? Congrats. You spent 4 years of your life and graduated $80,000 in debt, and we make the same amount of money. Congrats.
Go ask the niggas that have graduated in the past 2 years. What job have they gotten? Go ask them.
That's another thing. The job economy is fucked already as it is, right? You know what's the main thing that they look for in the job economy? Experience. And imagine you don't have the experience because you just spent the last 4 years in school. You just spent the last 4 years going to college. So you have a degree and zero experience. And we all know how that goes. Trying to get an entry level job, and even every entry level job wants 2 years of experience. What if you already had that experience? Because you didn't spend 4 years in traditional school. Maybe you spent 6, 7 months, a year, 2 years, and you just got into the field and you had that experience already. What if? I'm just saying.
Go ask them. Go ask them what entry level jobs are available once you graduate. Go ask them. Go ask them how long after they graduate before they can get a job. Go ask them. What if I live in a country where uni's free? Oh, that's different. Then it's kind of a layup. But in America, it's mad expensive. Go ask these niggas, bro. Go ask them.
Yeah, what I'm speaking to is in America as well. In America as well, where school is extremely expensive.
You graduated with business. What'd you do with it for the first 2 years? Go ask them. Ask them. I'm curious. I want to know what jobs they got. Come on, man. It's like your crabs in the. It's like lock in, bro. Lock in, bro. If you see the tide is changing, and you still get swallowed by the wave, whose fault is that?
High key.
Lock in, bro. Lock in.
You looking a little too hard at me, bro. It's making me uncomfortable.
There's no amount of
Skip forward a
propaganda
little bit.
they could tell you in high school to convince you that university is the safest route. It's not.
I'm not gonna skip.
It's not. It's not.
It's literally
Think this
not.
thing through, bro.
How many people graduate and spend years trying to get a job in their actual field? Or after a year, 6 months, 8 months, they get so frustrated, they're down on their last, they get super depressed, they gotta just take a job that they can get. So either they gotta take a job where they're severely underpaid because they don't have the experience, or they gotta go and get a job that's in a completely different industry, aka phone sales, retail, customer service, car sales. You get my point.
Think it through. They're replacing you.
You know, fun fact, I remember actually I was interviewing one time to do cold calling for a company that does like AI customer service agents. So they essentially what they offer companies is the ability to completely get rid of their customer service department and just have AI do it because they'll save so much money. AI can do more in less time and save them a ton of money. So from a company perspective, a business perspective, why would they not? And actually, during the interview process, they taught me. They was like, actually, there's a lot of companies that do this already. I think one of them was like Southwest Airlines, United Airlines. You know, some of the companies where you try to call in the customer service and they give you the whole runaround. They keep trying to get you to go to the automated service. Sometimes when you think you spoke to a real person, that wasn't a real person. That was AI. You ever work for like a company And Google calls. It's like that automated Google number, and they're like, "Hey, we're just calling to get an update on your store hours." Whoopty whoop. That shit sound like a real person. The dialect, the upshifting tones at certain syllables. It sounds real. These things are happening in real time. We can sit here and complain about it as much as we want. It's not going to change the fact that it's happening. So what are we going to do about it? That's going to set us up for success because these companies at the end of the day don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. That's what's in the best interest for them as a company. You feel me?
They're replacing themselves too. All right.
This should get me worked up, man. This should get me worked up. Sorry, it's a passionate topic for me. Damn.
Now that we got that done. Boggs always trying to preach that dropout shit, but if he never would have made it with this content shit, his ass would have been 400 pounds and lame at a university.
I'm not gonna lie though, when they say that, they're kind of taking away from the work the agent put into this. Agent has grinded content for years. I think he's been at this for like over 10 years now. This was nothing overnight. You feel me? And the same 4 years that people spend at, like working on college and they're pretty much in college full time, whether it's the classes, the activities, the quizzes, the studying, the whatever the case it is. If someone went and took that same time and energy that they put into that, and they put it into another venture, whether it's starting a business, whether they're, uh, I don't know, doing anything else, it's like from a freelance perspective, they'd probably reach a similar level of success too. Granted, there's a lot of trial and errors, so I'm not selling any like dreams. Like I have my own dreams too, hence why I'm recording this right now. You feel me? But I'm gonna shut up.
Just to be clear, I had a blast at university. Did I think it was worth $30,000 of debt? Nah.
Exactly.
But in
Now it has its pros. A lot of people who go to college, they meet a lot of great connections. It's great for connection building. Yes, I cannot take away from that. You can build so many powerful connections through college that can be lifelong. But at the depth that you have to take, the price that you're paying for it, that's what I don't like. And again, with the one of the biggest things I don't like is people who go to school for brainless, useless degrees that you can't do shit with. Again, if you want to be a nurse, a doctor, a dentist, a lawyer, yeah, take your ass to school. Go get your degree.
2014, damn! In 2014, we didn't have the things you have now. Just to be clear, I wasn't making fucking TikTok videos, champ. I had to learn how to edit on editing softwares. All right? 3D tracking wasn't some cool filter I can use on Snapchat. It was a complicated plugin I had to download on After Effects. Shit was way harder for me. I had to learn skills.
Editing used to be way harder. Way harder. We didn't have, and I say we because I was trying to make content back then too. Back in 2014, 2015, 2016, somewhere around that. I was trying to do content too. But I can kind of speak towards this a little bit. Editing was a lot harder. One, Adobe didn't have no subscription that you can just pay for, and it might be $30 a month, which sucks, but it's better than having to find $800 to get the product. Because if you're broke and you're 16, you're not finding $800 to spend on a video editing platform. You're just not. There wasn't as many presets as there are now. We didn't have CapCut, which makes it way easier for editors to do some really fancy things. Like, everything was harder.
Niggas is doing the same fucking dance 40 times going viral in 2026. Come on, bro.
Now that I'll never understand. I respect it. I respect the hell out of it. But I would never understand that. Never.
Where's the skip yap button? Oh no, this is an unskippable cutscene, brother. This is unskippable. Knowledge is power.
You know what's crazy is when he's talking about doing the same dance 20 different times. That shit is so real. For a time, me and a good friend of mine, we were doing social media management, video editing, offering it to creators, and it's something I want to get back into. I'm not gonna lie, but just stick with me here, okay? There was a creator that we were editing for, and he was looking to. He had great success via short form content, doing dancing content. He wanted to build out long form brand because well, there's more money in it. Quite frankly, a bigger connection with your audience. It's just a way bigger scale when you have a long form brand instead of just short form. Excuse me. Uh, yeah, and we were trying to like give him ideas on like how to build his long form brand, what kind of videos to post, things of that nature. And he had different plans in mind for the videos that he was posting. So he would try them. And they wouldn't really work out as well as he'd hoped. But you know what's crazy? At some point, he just went back to just posting doing the same dances in different areas. The same dance routine, slightly different angles in different areas. And he's been having even more explosive growth from doing that. Instead of coming up with all different video ideas, he's literally just doing the same dance routine. Making cheese. Shit crazy.
You can find much cheaper ways to go to college. Don't rob yourself of knowledge because a millionaire told you to. King D, first of all, I'm a multimillionaire. Second of all,
talk your shit.
If you think the only place you could get knowledge is in university, you're the dumb one. You're dumb. There's so many ways, bro. There's so many ways, and people pretend like it's only one way. Blinders on. There's only one way to do it. Only one way. Gang, is infinite ways to learn. You can learn from having conversations. You can learn from reading a book. You can learn from taking a course. You can learn from being a mentor-mentee. You can
literally. There's so many different routes. I actually know someone on a personal level who, it's a few different times now where they've looked at getting certifications through their school, through their college, and I'm just like throwing the idea, like, hey, if they want to go for X certification at X school, it's gonna cost this amount of money. So I'm asking them like, okay, well, if you pay that amount of money, are they paying for the test as well, or you're just paying to learn the information, and then you gotta go separately to go and take the test with who the certification company is, and that's what it was. She'd have to go after paying for the class, paying for the textbooks, all that stuff. She still gotta go out of her way and pay and take the exam through a whole different company, which is who the certification is actually with. So now I'm throwing ideas her way, like, yo, you can learn through YouTube, you can learn through like books that you find on your own. There's Udemy, there's Coursera, there's so many other ways to get this information that you can go and learn these things, study them, and then just go and take the test yourself instead of going through your school and now you gotta pay fucking $300 for the class and then another $500 in textbooks and whatever else. Just go spend $20, $13 on a Udemy course. Study it. Paying and take the test. That's simple. But a lot of us, again, it's almost like we're brainwashed to think we have to go through a traditional school. Why? Make that make sense. You're paying more for the same knowledge. The same knowledge. And I could see if it was like she just prefers to learn in person. She wants to go on campus. No, she's looking at doing an online course through her school.
You can learn from putting yourself in a new environment. You can learn from fucking traveling. There's hella people that do that. There's so many ways to learn, but if the thing is complicated, that means the information is niche. That means you have to find specific people that have that intel. Stop acting like the only person that could teach you how to learn some shit is a fucking university professor, washed up, probably never used this shit in real life, reading off a fucking textbook. That's what they do, bro. They pick a textbook, they read off it, they make some fucking slides, and they tell you to memorize lists. That's learning? Is that learning? Tell me. Or is learning being able to try something, fuck up, adjust, apply, do it again? Which one do you
Talking
learn
that
more at?
shit. Talking that shit. You want to know something? A lot of social media manager positions, you would think you need a degree, right? If you want to go work in marketing on the social media side. I had a full-time social media manager position. I started up a company's TikTok page. I got that from 0 to 1,000 in less than 30 days, which felt good, right? Let me just talk my shit real quick. But the whole point of saying that is, I didn't have a degree. They even listed on like the actual job posting, degree or relevant experience. I didn't have a degree, but you know what I did have? I had my YouTube channel. That's what I had. That showed, hey, I've done the work. I've grown a channel, right? I'm not new to being on camera, whatever the case it is. I had the experience, and I landed the position. Great benefits, pretty good pay. It was cool for real. But I didn't have a degree. I just had my YouTube channel. How did I learn to make YouTube videos? I didn't go to school for that shit. How did I learn to edit? I didn't go to school for that shit. I watched YouTube videos. I tried it. I told you, me and my friend, we were video editing. We were editing videos for other creators, very successful creators, and podcasts at times. We didn't learn through school. We learned through YouTube videos and going and trying it ourselves. Literally. On another note, this makes me think of when I lived in Atlanta for a bit. For a while, I was doing Uber in Atlanta. And I was making some pretty good money doing Uber in Atlanta. I'm talking like maybe working like 35 hours a week, making like $1,300-$1,400 a week, which is like, it was cool. Excuse me. But anyways, so as I'm picking people up, giving them rides, making conversation with them, one of the go-to questions I would ask is like, mind if I ask what you do for work? And then, did you like just end up there, or did you know you were gonna do that? And guess what? Most times, the most successful people, they didn't know they were gonna end up there, right? But they just did things. Like they just found out about some niche industry, whether it's like selling pallets or uh I don't know. It was just like all different types of like models that they had for making money, and they made great money. So I can speak towards what Agent is saying as far as like talking to people who are in these niche industries, like couch flipping. Me and my brother, we couch flipped for a minute, and we didn't do it for a long time just because we both had our own ventures at the time. But we went and got a pickup truck, and we just started. I watched some YouTube videos on it, picking up couches for good deals, restoring them, deep cleaning them, steam cleaning them, all that stuff, getting a storage. We did all that, and we made like, I think the first month we probably did like 2 bands. We spent 1,200 on a truck, and in the first month, like we already made the money back on the truck that we got. Mind you, we're doing this while working full-time jobs. How did I learn how to do these things? YouTube. YouTube.
The millionaire is
This shit
telling you there's
pisses me
many ways
off.
to do it. The bot is telling you there's one way to do it. Come to my university. Give me thousands. What's the scam? Which one sound like the scam to you?
Come on. Come on.
Come on, man. Come on, man. I was in marketing classes. Them niggas was teaching me the 4 P's of marketing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh.
In reality, niggas don't give a fuck about the 4 P's of marketing. They don't.
On God. On God. If I hired some.
You know what's crazy? At one point, right? At one point, I was down on my last. I'm down bad. You feel me? One thing about me, I've always been trying different things, living in different areas, whatever the case it is. Just figuring out my life. And at one point, I'm like, you know what? Everyone keeps telling me go to school and get a degree. So you know what? I think I'm gonna sign up for a marketing degree. That would have been like the biggest waste of my time. The biggest waste of my time. I went and started taking a bunch of online certifications, doing a bunch of online. That stuff did not fucking matter because I already knew most of the stuff. I just wanted to have the paper behind my name. But when it came to like actual applying interviews, they didn't care about the paper. They cared that I can talk their language. Niggas didn't give a fuck about no 4Ps. I ain't never been asked that shit in my life. What are the 4Ps of marketing?
And they said, "Oh, agent, the third P of marketing is this. Do you think we should post this video?" They're getting fired on the spot. They're teaching you useless knowledge, bro.
Especially because it's outdated ass information. That shit does not apply to today. To what's going on in the world today. How companies are marketing their products today.
They're teaching you useless knowledge. And more importantly, they're teaching you outdated knowledge. The books are
But I
old.
was just saying.
8 years ago. The book was made 8 years ago. How much has changed since that, my nigga?
The whole world has changed in the last 8 years. The whole world changed in the last 3. You fit?
Come on, bro. Lock in, man.
Come on.
Just pay. You have to pay attention, bro. You have to pay attention. You have to pay attention. Do you know where I learned to edit? Nigga, videocopilot.com. There was a go-to editor back in the day that had a website, and he would drop how he did his CGI. I would pirate all the plugins, and I would boot the shit up, and I would try and do what he did, and I would learn that. Okay? I didn't have to go to...
Back then, you had to do that. I'm not saying I did or didn't. I'm just saying back then, it's like you had to get your hands on these tools. They were like ungodly expensive. The average person was not affording that, especially if you're 16, 17 years old.
Fucking school to learn how to do that. The video was free, asshole. There's no proof I pirated anything. Them shits was like $1,000 a plugin. It was so expensive back in the day, guys.
Exactly.
Nowadays they do subscription plans and shit for Adobe Suite and stuff like that. They didn't do that back in the day. They would just charge you $900 for After Effects, bro. It was fucking brutal, bro. Like, as a kid that was 15 years old, you had no choice. You need some tone? I've been mad ashy recently. What happened to me?
Hey, why are you keeping lotion right by your desk? What's that lotion for? Is it Jergens?
Why am I mad ashy, bro? On the lips?
I thought he was about to put some lotion on his lips, I'm not gonna lie. Y'all ever like ran out of chapstick or lost your chapstick? And in the moment you're just like, you're fiending for moisture on your lips so bad you put lotion? Don't do it. Don't do it. It don't help and it don't taste good. Don't ask me how I know.
Ask any traveler or create a single software to perform a surgery. Yeah, you're locked in a matrix, bro. Here's what's gonna happen to people like you. I'm telling you this because I give a fuck here in the agency, okay? As soon as it's convenient for them to do it, they're going to replace you. They're going to reduce their costs. They're not going to reduce the price of their product unless they think it's going to make them more money. They're going to keep their products high, and then you're going to have no income and no way to afford being able to live life because a good percentage of population just got replaced because they just blindly accepted whatever everybody was telling them.
And the whole time they gonna be sitting there complaining, AI, I hate AI cause this, I hate AI cause that. What the fuck are you gonna do about it? Because the shit gonna happen regardless, whether you like it or not. You can sit there and petition all you want. Businesses exist for one reason: to make money. To make money. That's all they care about. Every decision they make is gonna be a matter of, is this gonna put more money into the business? Is this going to make the business make more money? Yes or no? Can I reduce my expenses? Increase my profit margins? Yes or no? Right? So do you think customer service, for example, and I'm not trying to shit on no customer service people. My girl working customer service, I'm not shitting on it. Okay, it's a great example. If they pay you $2,000 per month, $2,500 per month for customer service, right? $2,500 per month. Let's just say 10 months. What? $25,000 a year. All right. Let's say you make $25,000 a year. 10 reps, they're paying $250,000 a year. Now, say they go and pay an AI company $50,000 for the year. more work gets done because AI can do more work in less time. It's smarter than you. It literally is. Argue with your mama. It's smarter than you. Right? It can do more work in less time, handle more customers. So that means there's less of a wait time when people call on customer service. That improves customer retention. That puts more money in their pocket, right? It reduces their churn rate and reduces their operating costs for handling customer service by $200,000 a year, by 70%, 75%. And you think they're gonna say, nah, I'm gonna stick with a human customer service representative. You, how does that sound? If you was a business owner, would you do that? Don't lie. Don't lie. If someone said you just had to make one change to your company, right, and you could have $200,000 more recurring revenue or like profit, yes, profit. If you could have $200,000 more per year profit from your business from making one change that'll actually increase the efficiency of your business, you mean to tell me you wouldn't do it? Argue with your mama. This shit's gonna happen regardless.
You need some sort of. I'm not talking about the doctors, bozo. I preface by saying that to start. I'm not talking about the lawyers. I'm not talking about the niggas that need qualifications to get somewhere. You don't need a qualification to be good in business. Most business people are dropouts. You don't need a qualification to be good in cinematography. You don't. To be a filmmaker, you don't. You don't need one to be good at art. You don't need one to be good at poetry. You don't need one to be good with kids, bro. You just have to learn, my nigga. Shit is wake up, my nigga. They were, just so you know, in 20 years, like 20-30% of people will have no job.
Literally. I learned, remember I told y'all, if y'all paying attention, I told y'all, I said I interviewed for a company that handled like AI customer service, essentially what they offered, right? And they told me about it throughout the interview process. They brought me up, they showed me the article and everything, which showed like studies showed that I think within the next 5 years, within the next 10 years, it's like a certain percentage of customer service, like call centers, were going to be closed down due to automation. Let's look it up right now, live. Okay, don't judge my background. I have had this since I was like 16. Okay, how much percent of customer service call centers will be closed in 5 years? On Gartner, the trusted source. By 2027, 50% of organizations that expected to significantly reduce their customer service workforce will abandon these plans. Wait, no, hold on. Shit, that don't help. I forget. God damn it. Oh well, back to the video. I look stupid. Don't judge me.
There's no jobs.
Go research it yourself, okay? Go ask ChatGPT.
All the thinking jobs are cooked first. Then the doing jobs, the simple doing jobs, will get cooked second.
Simple ones though, for sure. You know, at some McDonald's locations that you'll see, they actually have robots that bring out the food to you. Some that you go into McDonald's and you go to the touch screen and you place your order from there. You don't order it from the register.
All the thinking jobs. Those consultants, they're cooked. That's the shit AI currently does decent. Once it does it really well, they're cooked.
Preacher.
Then the doing jobs. Moving box from here to here. Move this product from here to here.
They're already trying to do that though. They're already trying. They're not there yet. Yeah, but they're trying. These what was it, like those Tesla 18-wheelers that they were trying to do? Fully electric 18-wheelers? Or something like that. You know, what do you think that's going to be used for? Teslas already drive themselves. What do you think that's going to be used for?
Truck drivers, the Amazon workers, they're cooked second. and the profits can be off the charts for the businesses. I'm telling you, bro. Telling you, gang. I would recommend y'all like 3 YouTubers to watch, okay?
Man,
No, I'm
been
not gonna do
preaching.
that. Niggas gonna think it's this is a fucking ad or some shit
This
like
video
that.
is a gem.
Bro, lock in, man. Come on, bro. Don't let them do it to you, bro. Don't let them do it to you. And if they do it to you, at least die fighting. You're not gonna die laying down, bro.
And mind you, I'm not on no glazing shit, okay? But this is coming from a nigga who is, very successful and don't got shit to sell. Not selling no course. Now, if he's like, this is why you need to go and take another route and buy my course, and I'll teach you how to do this. He not selling shit.
Don't do it to him, bro. Don't let them fuck you, man. They want to fuck you right now. Them niggas trying to fuck you. Don't let them fuck you, please, bro.
Your field is very different tone. People in your field get their career made and become millionaires by a 1000x clip visibility by getting platformed from a bigger streamer like you've done, then take advantage of opportunities given but didn't grind like that.
Bro, okay, go give the university $100,000. You're so programmed. I don't know what to say. I'm not just talking about my field, gang. I have friends outside of content, dickhead. Friends that are like physical therapists, kinesiologists, professors. I have friends in all fields, bro. This shit is happening to everybody, gang. But just do it, bro. Just give them all your money and pay off the debt that you can't default on until you're 32, bro. I don't know what to say. All right, just do it, bro. And then hope maybe you get a president that just removes all the debt. Go do it. Just do it, dude. Just do it. Take all your money, give it to the university. And then if you have any extra, donate it to the university, bro. Do it.
Hey, if you gonna do that, you might as well run them pockets, little nigga. Give me that shit. I'll do more with it than you would at that point.
That's the only way to learn. That's the only way to learn. Duh. There's no other resources in the scope of the entire internet or in life that you can learn from. Give it to the university. Give it to them. In fact, let me help you out. What is the most expensive university? Boom! Pepperdine University, $100,000 a year. Lock in. That's $500,000.
Imagine spending $100,000 a year on a university. So that's $400K in 4 years if you're going for the traditional bachelor's degree, which most people go for.
If you go get your undergrad, but don't stop there. Get your
What's even more crazy is if you were to graduate that much to come out with a job making $50K. Make that make sense.
That's 2 more years. Probably by then, you're $600,000 in debt. Don't stop fucking. Get your PhD, my nigga. $900,000 in debt. You don't have daddy money. You don't have mommy money. You don't have a scholarship. Just give it to Harvard. You're $1 million in debt. Good luck paying that off. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Wait, hold on. Ain't this the university that...
Columbia University.
Oh, she's rich!
If a student's family got an income
what do you mean it's the
less
third
than
most expensive
$150K, they can
university?
receive free tuition.
$93,000 for undergraduate students? A student's family has an annual income of $150,000 less. They can receive free tuition. Hold on, wait, that's a deal.
That's a crazy still.
Gang, whose family is making more than $150,000 in the first place? That has to be like 10% of people, bro.
Where's my chapstick?
What? Wow. God damn. 150
That's pretty much
billions. 150 billions.
That shit crazy. Again, look, I'm not saying, let me put myself on the big screen. I'm not saying don't go to college, just absolutely don't. If you're going for nursing, dentistry, be a lawyer, something like that, scientist, yeah, go to college, get your degree. That is for sure needed. For sure. If you want to be a business owner, if you want to be a producer, I mean, so many other fields. Just work, just work, just go learn it yourself off of YouTube University. I have learned so much off of YouTube University. I've learned how to mix music. I've legit been paid money to mix people's vocals and get it radio quality for them. I learned through YouTube. I have been paid to edit people's videos. I learned through YouTube. Just think about that.